2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
And one of the epic nights in the NBA. We welcome you to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the East All-Stars going up against the West All-Stars. Up and down both of these rosters, it's just loaded with talent. It's going to be an interesting All-Star game this year, and if it's anything like what we've seen in the last couple of years, we'll be in for a few surprises as well. And here we are, getting buckled in for what should be another wild ride. The NBA All-Star game officially upon us. Kenny, any thoughts on tonight's contest?
Well, I always expect fast pace and lots of offense and little defense. It's all about having fun, not taking things too seriously. I just want to put on a good show for their fans and let it all out.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
Hey guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players. To us here in the booth, I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their power. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They got Lowry. Taylor's out there. Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Durant in at the 5 down low.
We've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Leonard, that's for 2. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all the sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Lowry kicks to Leonard. Outside Baylor. They set the pick. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Drops one in from the wing.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
He gets it in there.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for them.
He's covered by Leonard. It's rebounded by the West.
And not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
But Trey, it's Curry. That time on the assist by Leonard. Curry's got 7 points.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now recovering. Carries it down low.
A strong move to the basket with nice power to get that up in there.
Yeah, early on we're seeing a lot of grit and determination. Grit and grind, we call it. What we're seeing out of him early on. Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
Unloads from 13. Leonard with the steal. Kicks to Lowry. The dish to Baylor. The feed to Curry. Here's the three, and the three ball is good. 10 points for him.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points down.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
Now, here's Leonard. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The All-Stars shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Free throw good from Baylor. New players in now for the East. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Drummond's checked in for Durant. Blake Griffin comes in for Kawhi Leonard. James Harden is checked in for Kyle Lowry. And it's Damian Lillard in for Curry. And so Baylor has both of them. And here are the East All-Stars now. 4-point game. Pass to Ewing. Nicolau dishes to Saric. Gotta go that time. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Baylor drives in, and Baylor throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Now, here's Baylor. He's got 6. And shot by Griffin, no good. Now, let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The West All-Stars coach and I did get a chance to talk. We spoke about what it really means to be an All-Star coach. He said, really, it's just a testament to the way my real team is playing this year. It's a side effect of them having a great start to the season. They deserve all the credit for me being here. Kevin, very gracious as always. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. Ingram, he's checked in for Baylor.
You know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
To the inside. The Nicolau, good.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Griffin sets the screen for Harden. Ingram wide open. A 3 off the mark. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, he's on the money. That's no doubt. Seconds left in the first. Oh. And that misses. That would have put him up. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. West All-Stars lead by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this. basketball already played, and welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
Hey, guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action.